Hey everybody. So, I don't know how my microphone's going to do today, but hopefully people can hear me fairly well throughout this stream. So, if you guys can hear me, let me know. If the microphone starts having problems, feel free to let me know. There's not really anything I can do about it, but I am getting a new microphone tomorrow. So hopefully that'll take care of things. But yeah, today was weird, man. Today was out there. That was tough. I mean, that's a Kobe is like, you know, I was thinking like he was kind of one of the players who I kind of grew up with, right? Because I watched him when he was young. I basically watched him his whole career. There were definitely some parts of his career where I wasn't watching very much basketball, but, you know, I was certainly very familiar with him throughout his whole career, and, you know, he was a superstar, so he's probably the first guy like that. Like, the only comparison I can think of would be like Steve McNair or Junior Seau, but this is a lot bigger than Steve McNair and Junior Seau. I mean, Kobe was never my favorite player, but I liked watching him play a lot when he was on the Gasol and Odom Lakers because I loved that team. Yeah, Derek Thomas was another decent one, but I never watched Derek Thomas when he played. He played before my time. Yeah, his daughter. That's the thing. For a while, it looked like it was going to be his whole family. Hey, Zatumbo, how's it going? Hey, Ghost Gaming. But yeah, there's never going to be another guy like Kobe, especially with the way basketball is going. Yeah, Food is Life. I know about that game, but I'd never watched that game because it was before my time. The first year I was watching football was 1996. Huh? I don't want to fight these guys. I want to side with them. Fuck the sales tax. I am 30. So I started watching football when I was 6. Yeah, I guess it would have been I was 6 years old. But to me, the Kobe is probably the first sports superstar who, you know, I followed his whole career to die too early. Like I said, the closest example I can think of is Steve McNair. And there have been other athletes who died, of course, but they tended to be much less known players, like Darren Williams, the guy on the Broncos who got killed in the drive-by. A Fab Melo, who barely played basketball. I don't know if y'all remember Fab Melo. He was a Celtic for a little while. I didn't even know he died until, like, years later. Oh, Sean Taylor is a great one, too, actually. That's a good one. He didn't have a big-time career because he didn't play long enough, but Sean Taylor is a really good one. I remember being really sad when Sean Taylor died. Oh, yeah, the Yankee pitcher guy. I mean, I didn't know him too well, though. Yeah. Hank from the Celtics. I mean, I know a couple of Celtics who died, but nobody named Hank. Yeah, but this is something different, especially because he didn't commit suicide. and it wasn't like an overdose or anything like that. And it sucks too because Kobe was actually, in my opinion, more likable as a retiree than he was as a Laker. 1 second. Oh, Aaron Hernandez? Yeah, but that's totally different. I don't give a shit about Aaron Hernandez. Oh, I want to beat the shit out of this dude. Oh, Eddie Griffin died? I didn't know that. I remember that name. I don't really remember him watching him play. I didn't know he was dead. Yeah, I mean, I kind of lost interest in basketball for a few years, and the first year I really got interested in it again was 2008, which was the year the Lakers made the finals with Gasol and lost to the Celtics. And then they and then they won the next 2 years. So me really getting back into basketball was like associated heavily with that era of Kobe dominance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cedric Benson. That was pretty recent, right? And I guess the thing with Kobe was it seemed like he was just going to live another 40 years and just do good shit.
Hey.
But yeah, I ordered a new microphone yesterday. So hopefully this one manages to get me through the rest of today. Because I should be getting the new one tomorrow. Yeah, he was taking his daughter to practice. I mean, basketball practice is not more important than like, apparently it was really foggy and shit, and they were driving with, like, instruments only. Like, that's such a fucking bad idea. It's unbelievable. So unnecessary, you know?
Hi.
What is... yeah, Emmett, I like both. I like Kobe and Shaq. I think they both have flaws that led to, you know, what happened, but I like Kobe and Shaq. I think Shaq isn't a great commentator or anything, but I like some of the stuff he does. Yeah, Andrew, I heard about that too. A baseball coach. At first I thought it was a basketball coach. Yeah, thank you, Emmett. It seems like it's actually doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad today because I made some basketball bets today, so I really wanted the games to be played today, even though they were talking about canceling all the games because of what happened to Kobe. But, you know, maybe I'm kind of a bad person, but I actually wanted them to play the games today because I didn't want to get my bets pushed back. Andrew, probably yes. I think so. That's most likely. Oh, man. I feel like such an asshole for doing this. Can't I just beat the crap out of this guy? I did not bet on the Pro Bowl. I bet on the Raptors and Clippers to win. I had a big parlay on the money line for Raptors and Clippers. That came through. And then I bet on the Pacers. That didn't work out, but I did make money today. Why don't I want Derrick Henry? Because he's probably not going to be very good for that much longer. And he's a product of the offensive line in Tennessee. If he comes to Seattle, he's just going to get steamrolled.
Tip.
Yeah, at least Stern didn't have to see Kobe go, I guess. I mean, when you think about David Stern's time in the NBA, like, the players that you most associate with David Stern would be Jordan and Kobe, probably. Maybe Duncan. Zion's a badass. I love Zion. I think he's going to be a kick-ass player. I think he's going to be an all-star for a long time if he can stay healthy.
Tip. Hmm? Hey.
Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame. Where's he projected to go in the draft, Emmett? Is he like a third-round pick or a fourth-round pick?
Eh? Yeah.
Well, John Morant's not going to win MVP. I'm assuming you mean Rookie of the Year. I hope he does. I bet on him to win before the season started. Early day 3? Okay, yeah. I would totally get a tight end. Yeah, I would want Everson Griffin, I think. You making a Seahawks vid this week? No. I'm not going to make Seahawks videos until after the Super Bowl. But yeah, I bet on him to win, and I expect him to win. Who else could win Rookie of the Year? Like Tyler Hero? Hunter Bryant, should the Seahawks get him? Isn't he going to be like a first-round pick or a late second-round pick?
Eh?
Man, I feel dirty helping this asshole. I might bet in the Super Bowl, but it's such a coin flip of a game that I don't like the value very much.
Tip. Good.
Yeah, I expect Ken Norton Jr. to get canned at some point pretty soon. I'm not shocked that it didn't happen immediately. Like, the Super Bowl hasn't even happened yet. Oh, Xavier Rhodes was terrible this year. That's a joke that he actually got in. I don't know what I'm going to bet in the Super Bowl, honestly. Like, I think the Chiefs are going to win, but the Chiefs are also tiny favorites, so there's no value. It's not like last year where I felt really good about the Patriots winning, and I was like, ooh, I only have to lay 3 points. That feels great. Yeah, I didn't want to give that dude advice. Or the advice I wanted to give him was not an option. Oh well. I mean, there's really no punishment you can give them that's enough, as far as I'm concerned, for the sign stealing. Like, they won a championship using sign stealing, and it seemed to benefit them tremendously. It's like they already did it, and there's nothing you can do to, like, really adequately punish them. Alright, I gotta beat the shit out of these guys. Yeah, Andrew, I kinda do. Like, I could see the But I can just see that Super Bowl going either way so easily. I might bet the over, but I don't feel good about betting the result because I don't think there's good value in it. It's not like I said, I don't feel like anything's way off. Yeah, Andrew, I think I am. I was talking about it with my parents the other day because last week we watched Dolomite Is My Name on Netflix, and that was recommended for us. So I was like, we should watch that. And my dad was like, yeah, I want to watch that. Dolomite Is My Name was actually really good, by the way. You guys should all watch it. I liked it a lot. Yeah, I bet online. I have a website I use, Emmett. I need to get some, like, healing items and shit. Yeah, they're definitely going to decline. They lost their GM and their head coach. Where's a good store to buy shit? Okay, I'm gonna go northwest a little bit. Yeah, Emmett, the problem with that is it's so hard. Like, who would you bet as a long shot MVP? Like, okay, let's say the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Let's say the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. It's almost impossible for Mahomes to not win MVP. Like, it just is what it is. It's so hard for that Chiefs team to win a Super Bowl without Mahomes going off. But if it's the Niners, then maybe it could be somebody on defense. Maybe it could be a running back. But it's thin, you know? What would Honey Badger have to do to be Super Bowl MVP? He'd have to probably get like 3 interceptions. Otherwise, they're just going to give it to Mahomes. Who do you think wins Defensive Player of the Year? Probably, what's the dude on the Steelers? TJ Watt? It's either him or Stephon Gilmore, probably. Yeah, the Packers have to get a new wide receiver. I mean, their receivers are just so bad. They only have one good one. Yeah, Jacobs is going to win Rookie of the Year for sure. Who else could it even be? The only other guy is like A.J. Brown. And I don't think it's going to be A.J. Brown. Although I really like A.J., actually. Yeah, Emmett, like, last year I won, like, actually, like, $1,500 because I bet on the Raptors to win the finals and Kawhi to win finals MVP in basically a parlay, because my logic was it's impossible for the Raptors to win the title and Kawhi not to win finals MVP. Like, who else on the Raptors could possibly even be considered? Like, he's just their best player in every aspect. It's impossible. So I figured, like, I may as well get that extra value. Like, if I'm going to be in for this little bit, I want to capitalize on that. Okay, I'm going to go finish up this side quest real quick. I don't like the Packers' current offense. They do too many screen passes and dump-offs and shit like that. So I think they need to address that. Ghost Gaming TV, no. I think that the problems with this defense might be more of a Pete Carroll thing than a defensive coordinator thing. NBA prediction for the finals, it has to be Lakers and Bucks. Like, the only other team that could jump in is the Jazz. And I don't know if that's going to happen right now. Sorry. Like, in the East, like, the Bucks look so much better than everybody else, in my opinion. I don't even know who else I'm supposed to have on my radar in the East right now. I don't really like the way the Sixers play when everybody's healthy. The Raptors, I think they're a little talent deficient, although they're playing really well. I like them. Can the Clippers beat the Lakers? Something's up with the Clippers, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just something like they'll get it together in the playoffs, but the Clippers have been letting me down a little bit so far this year. I feel like the Clippers should be a little better than they are. I know Paul George has been missing a lot of games. I like Kobe. I don't love him. He's not my favorite player. But, yeah. I don't think Breeze will retire. He had a good season. Why would he retire until he actually has a bad season? As much as he is a flawed player, he still has some gas left. Yeah, Andrew, I'm hoping so. I really like this Clippers team, and I would love for Kawhi to win another ring with another team. That would be wild, but, yeah. Not a huge fan of D-Wade. I appreciated him play, but I would never call myself a D-Wade fan. But yeah, I could see the Lakers getting some favorable calls in their next game. I'm going to bet on them pretty heavy, probably. Oh, I think the Warriors are going to go on a run next year for sure. They're going to have a top 5 pick. They're going to have Curry. They're going to have Clay. They're going to have Draymond. Kawhi, I think he will finish his career with the Clippers. That's a big market. Like, he has every reason to want to stay there. I don't know. Are the Lakers playing tomorrow? If the Lakers play tomorrow, they might cancel the game. They might delay the game for a day or two. The Timberwolves have to trade Karl Anthony Towns. He wants out, and it's obvious why he wants out, and they have no leverage to keep him around, I don't think. Do I want Hollister gone or Disley? I don't want Disley gone. I want Disley to retire if he feels like his body can't hold up. But I do want Hollister gone because he's no good. And, you know, if he's not gone, I want him as third string.
Huh?
The Buccaneers should get Phillip Rivers. Hollister was fun for a couple months, but there are huge limitations in his game that are killer. I paid attention to the Senior Bowl a little bit. Yeah, Herbert could be a Charger. I can see that. I don't think Herbert's going to be a very good pro, though. There's something about his game that just seems off to me. Yeah. I still have only scouted wide receivers, and the guy who's caught my attention there is KJ Hill and KJ Hamler. But once I scout like tight ends and centers and offensive tackles and guards and stuff, I don't know a ton about Jordan Love. Yeah, I think Rivers is washed up. Personally, I think he should retire, but I feel like he's not going to retire, like he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Brady to the Colts seems possible to me. I could see it. That makes some sense. The only thing is a lot of Colts fans would be rooting for their team to lose. I have a lot of friends on Discord, basketball friends, and some of them are Lakers fans, but there are some of them who are Jazz fans. I know one guy who's a Pelicans fan. There's one dude who's like a Blazers fan. There are a lot of dudes like that who I know, and a lot of them are saying they've been crying a lot today because of the Kobe thing, and I never got that emotional about it. I don't know about y'all, but I can't quite get like that. Yeah, the Ohio State Emmett, the Ohio State dude, had a really good Senior Bowl. I think he showed off a nice route tree. That's why he caught my attention. Well, one of the reasons. I don't see why people say we need to address tight end position. Well, first of all, Disley, his career might be over for all we know because of the injuries. Second of all, Hollister sucks. Hollister is garbage. Like, we used him because we had to use him, but Hollister is not good at football. Hollister was good for like 2 months because they had no game tape on him. Once they got game tape on him and got familiar with him, he started to suck. I don't believe in Hollister at all. What grade would you give the 2019 draft class? Probably like a B+. I'm pretty happy with it for the most part. TN Avon, I don't see it. I can't see it that way. Hollister's way too small to play tight end. His hands fell off a little bit as the season went on. His blocking is atrocious. Hollister is good for a practice squad player, but that's not good enough. He should not be starting in the NFL. He should be like a third stringer. Like, I don't hate Hollister, but he's not good. Hollister is good enough if you're just trying to scrape by, but he's not good enough if you're trying to actually win, have your tight end help you win games. Like, Disley was helping this team win games. I mean, Disley was helping this team win games. Hollister was just barely keeping his head above water. Hollister is like the ultimate, like, example, in my opinion, of like a commitment to mediocrity. Like, if you're singing the praises of a Jacob Hollister, then you care more about, you know, a guy who tries hard opposed to a guy who's actually really good. Yeah, I'm gonna give Collier a chance, but he's got a lot to prove. Oh my god, dude, this is... wow. Okay. Wait a minute, I gotta switch. Okay, maybe I can do it now. Nice. I'm gonna give Collier a chance next year for sure. Emmett, we do need a return man, because I don't want to see Lockett do it. The only guy on this team who I want to see return kicks and punts next year would be probably David Moore. But it seems like we don't want to use David Moore as a return man, so maybe we do need a pure return man. Andrew, I've been playing Trails in the Sky on my Vita a little bit. Right now, I think... oh, and I'm playing Persona 3 on my PS2.
Hi.
Yeah, Ghost Gaming. I don't think that's because of Lockett. I think it's because of our blocking. But either way, I don't really want Lockett back there anyway. Hydro Chaos. Who's saying we need to trade Carson? I've never heard anybody say that. That doesn't make any sense. He's on a rookie contract. Like, I don't want to re-sign him to a big contract because of his fumbles. He's got to prove to me that he can fix that. But yeah, we can't trade Carson. That makes no sense. Yeah, Emmett, I agree. But my hope is that David Moore becomes the kickoff return guy, because I think he can be pretty good at it, and he's a little expendable, you know? And, Andrew, after I finish Yakuza, I might try, like, the Spyro trilogy. I have that on PS4, and I've never played a Spyro game before, so it might be interesting. Yeah, I did Ghost Gaming. Yeah, Ugo might be a good returner too. Did Ugo return any kicks or punts this year? I don't remember if he did. Yeah, Shaquem Griffin's definitely going to get more snaps. Thoughts on, should Hawks go after Austin Hooper? I'm open to it, but he's going to cost some money. Like, he's one of the best tight ends in football. It's not going to be cheap. The Eli Manning question to me is like, there's no point in discussing it. Eli Manning's career is worthy of the Hall of Fame, but Eli Manning, the player, was slightly above average and is nowhere near as good as all the other players in the Hall of Fame, but he's going to get in. I'm fine with him getting in, but he doesn't really deserve to get in. Like, you know, this debate, it's a tired debate, and the only people who think differently about it are Giants fans who are just a little delusional. Do you think we will get any big names off of free agency this year? I think so. We have to get a pass rusher. Eli or Rivers. I mean, Rivers was definitely a better player, but Eli probably had the more successful career. I kind of like Daniel Jones. He's all right. I like him more than I thought I was going to, but so far all he's done is had big games against bad defenses. Like, he had a big game against the Redskins, but that's a terrible defense. He had a big game against the Buccaneers, but that's a team with a terrible pass defense. I think Chris Jones is going to re-sign with the Chiefs, legendary Demon Miner. I don't know how good Matthew Judon is, Andrew. I know he had a good start to the season. But I don't know if he kept it up all year round. Do you think Metcalf will have a bad year next year? I mean, why would I think that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, ever since he got to Seattle, all he's done is the right thing. Like, he's had a couple bad games, he's had some bad plays, but he has done nothing but the right thing. Pass rushers mediocre? Yeah. I want to get Dante Fowler Jr. That's the dream for me. But there are a couple other guys I would be fine with as well. The only guy who I think is currently under contract next year that I can count on to contribute is Rasheem Green. Free agent O-lineman, the Titans guy, Jack Conklin's interesting. Brandon Scherf is interesting, but there are probably a couple other guys I haven't scouted yet. Hydro Chaos, I don't know. It depends on how much money he wants and what kind of contract he wants. We don't have the money to give Clowney everything he wants. I know that, because, frankly, we already gave all that money to Wilson, and we gave all that money to Wagner. I don't look at Pro Football Focus that often. I like Joe Judge. I could get behind that. I think he deserves a shot. I like Joe Judge. That hire could work, in my opinion. The name I like in free agency the most is Dante Fowler Jr.
違うや俺客やって聞けやおい
Stefanski sucks.
泥棒やったらとっくに逃げとるわ落ち着けやな
どこにいたんですか
俺は今店に入ってきたとこやいきなりあんたがすごい勢いで突進してきたもんやから余計切れんかったんや
Hey, Salwinder.
ビビったのは俺の方や
I think Burrow's going to be great, but he's going to the Bengals, so he might not figure it out.
そうなんか実は
I'm fine with Gino.
体がバラバラになりそうなくらい辛くてなそしたら知り合いにこの店の店長の話聞いてな
But there aren't that many good backup quarterbacks out there, so you gotta make do with it. Oh yeah, Gino's a free agent. Yeah, I want to keep him around. I mean, you gotta have somebody as a backup quarterback. It may as well be a guy who roughly emulates your starter. Yeah, Mariota. I'm wondering if Mariota's gonna want a bunch of money though. No, the Saints are not going to be better with Bridgewater. Bridgewater sucks. No, I think it's time to stop trading down. It's time to try to get some blue chip talent. Like last year we had a chance to get Darnell Savage and we passed it up, and I think now we kind of regret that. We had a chance a couple years ago to get Jair Alexander. We didn't do it. We might... This is the year we need to try to get some blue chippers. We can't just keep trying to get marginal talent and hoping something works out. Well, everybody lost to Teddy, Emmett, but just because Teddy won all of his games doesn't mean Teddy's better than Breeze. Bridgewater's very, very limited in what he can do. I think that was 2017, Ghost. Well, trading down made sense when we had a ton of talent. I think it made sense to trade down when we had a lot of elite talent and we were trying to get depth, but now we don't need depth, we actually need stars.
お仕事は何をされてるんですか
仕事俺は内緒や
あ、ごめんなさい
気にすんなやただ
そうですか私もこの仕事
Well, we could have taken Sweat if we wanted to, but we traded down, right, Salwinder? Because Sweat had the heart condition.
せやな
私お客さんが普段どんな仕事を
I wouldn't mind Chris Richard back at defensive coordinator, but really, I just want a guy who's actually going to get these guys tackling decent again. Because for some reason, the team forgot how to tackle this year.
ラジオを聞く方が好きかな
ラジオか最近は
でも
人と話すのが好き
私がですかさすがに
あいやいやああいう店に来る男せやからホステスっちゅうのは何よりもまず聞き上手でなきゃあかん
You know, if we promoted somebody in-house, that would be alright. Just give me somebody who's not Chris Richard because we have nothing to lose. The defense was bad in every category last year. We have nothing to lose by moving on from Chris Richard.
そう
そんなもんやその点
お仕事
うん
そうなんですか店長に出会えて私
Yeah, of course I heard about Kobe Drop Top. It's been all over the place, man. Yeah, Ken Norton, my bad. Yeah, Ken Norton.
ここの店長って
店長ですか。
なんやその
だってあんなに優しい人。
なんや暴力を振るうタイプ。
暴力？確か
いや
でもあんなに
ゴッド
どうしてもお店に来られないって人のた整体師としてもそうですけど。
No, nobody's been fired yet, as far as I
とて
know.
も尊敬できる人ですよ。
はあ
それに
救われた
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good track record as a linebacker coach.
全然怖く
And by the
私
way,
見たことないですけど。
if Norton gets fired, I'm not convinced it'll solve the problems. The problems might be it's Pete Carroll's scheme.
おいおい
I gotta move my laundry along, guys. I'll be back in like 3 minutes or something, okay? Be back in like 3 minutes. Pete's contract is up in like a couple years, I think. Hydro, we don't have a choice. We gave Meyer a 4-year contract. If we let Meyer go, we have to pay him a bunch of money, and we'd probably get somebody who isn't any better. There are only a few really good kickers in the NFL, like Tucker, Lutz, and maybe a couple other guys, but you can't get those guys. Think about it. No kicker is truly reliable, except for maybe like the top 5 guys.
お客さん。
なんや寝てもうたんか。
相当お疲れだったみたいですね。 リンパも全然流れてなかったみたいですし、睡眠不足が続いていたんじゃないですか？
ああ、そうかもしれんな。
じゃあ今度は仰向けになってもらえますか？
Yeah, I mean, we asked him to kick a 50-yard field goal in Lambeau Field, and he missed it in the playoff game. Like, that's tough. It's tough to make a 50-yard field goal in Lambeau. It's not totally... We shouldn't be asking him to do that. We should be going for it. We should be trying to pick up these first downs so we don't put ourselves in that situation.
What?
Revrai, if we don't, then we're not going to have a very good year next year.
また忘れ物ですか、店長？
お、戦時中か。いらっしゃい。ほう。これはお邪魔やったかな。
この方、
Yeah, Reed
店長
doesn't
をご
deserve
指
a
名でい
bunch
らっ
of
しゃっ
money.
たんですよ。
Hey,
お仕
Robert.
事が大変みたいで体中カチカチで、私が無理言って施術させてもらったんです。ですよね。
ああ、そうや。
ほう。そない体痛めつける仕事っちゅうんも興味ありますな。
Yeah, Reed needs to prove himself before I give him a lot of money, and he did not prove himself this year.
あれ、店長ハリーですか、それ？
はあ。弟子に任せっきりやったら新規のお客さんに失礼やしな。オプションでハリー行っとこか思ってな。
本当ですか？お客さんラッキーですよ。店長、常連さん以外針治療やってくれないんです。店長の針灸だったらお客さんのこりも良くなるかもしれない。あれ、何の音だろう？
ああ、あかん。大事なもん忘れたわ。お前タバコ買うてこいや。
私？
春やるときわしがタバコで急に火つけるんは知っとるやろ。あ、早く買うてきて。
Yeah, there are good offensive linemen in free agency.
大丈夫や。それまでゆっくりこのお客はんのツボチェックせなあかんからな。
じゃあ行ってきます。
おう、気ぃつけてな。
Yeah, it's just that on-field, in-game decision-making that drives me nuts, because Carroll's good at some of the other stuff.
固めのあんちゃん。
こういう状況も慣れっこっちゅうわけが。
Yannick would be a decent fit for us, Revra. Yeah, he's another guy I was looking at. My favorite is still Dante Fowler Jr., but yeah.
どこもかしこもあるかい。テレクラで引っ掛けた女使うて派手なリサーチかましとりゃ名も売れるわ。
Yeah, I expect Pete to retire sooner rather than later. He's very old.
なんや、ずいぶん余裕やな。
近江の鉄砲玉がなんか知らんが、的の店で気抜いとるような年郎の殺し相手ならなおさらや。悪いことは言わん。このままおとなしゅう帰れば見逃してるで。引く気はないか。ならゴッドハンドの大サービスや。行くでー。おー。
Yeah, that's a good point to go. I mean, I don't know. I think if you gave me an option between AJ Green and getting a receiver in the second round, I would probably rather have the second round receiver. Yeah, Emmett, if he can't do that, then we really have to question his value. Like, what is he good at? Like, at a certain point, you need to show that you're good at something. How are you adding value? Like, you know, a guy like a Jason Garrett, I don't know how he ever added value. I don't know what he's good at as far as being a head coach goes. And Carroll's just starting to run out of the things that he's good at as a coach. He was always bad at some areas, but we were able to make it work because he was really good in some others. Yeah, Russell must feel it. He must feel that, like, his career, like, the second half of his career is starting, and he wants to get back to the Super Bowl. He has to be feeling it. And, you know, it's been a while since we've been one of the best teams in the league. Like, a top 2 or 3 team, and he must want to get back. Yeah, Chris Jones is probably going to get paid too much. And, I mean, depending on what kind of contract Mahomes gets, he might just stay with Kansas City. Yeah, everybody liked the vid, just for fun. Let's see how many we can get. How does he fight with only one eye? Rev Rai, not really. I'd rather just get a rookie. Yeah, Salwinder, I wouldn't hate taking a running back late, but like, we still have Penny and we still have Homer. Like, how many resources are we going to expend into a running back? Yeah, Robert, I kind of agree, but Austin Hooper is really good, and he would be really good immediately, so there's something to be said for that. Yep. I mean, Penny's been good, he just hasn't played a lot because he keeps getting hurt. And a lot of the injuries have been fluky, so I don't want to write him off yet. I'm not a huge Penny fan, but I do think he's good. Yeah, Mike Kupati's a free agent. I wouldn't mind bringing him back because he is a good run blocker, but we can't count on him at all. Like he's just gonna get hurt. He's gonna have holes in his game that frustrate us. DJ Fluker has 1 year left on his deal.
あよいかんかい。
Shoot him in the head. But Upati is not that bad. People think Upati's worse than he is. Upati's not horrible, he just has big holes in his game. Yeah, if Justin Britt doesn't get cut, I'll be shocked. He's due a lot of money for an average center who might not even be average anymore. Why doesn't he just shoot me? He has a gun. Yeah, Emmett, I mean, the thing is, it's hard to find those free agents who don't have an injury history. If they're good players who don't have an injury history, the teams that have them probably won't let them go. Like, that's the problem with having to get these free agents. Usually you're going to get a player, there's something wrong with him. If there wasn't anything wrong with him, he would just stay with the team that he's currently on. Oh. I hope so, Salwinder, but I don't want to count on him staying healthy. His career might be over for all we know. I don't want to bet everything on him. But Disley is clearly capable of being a Pro Bowler if he played all 16 games healthy. Yeah, Emmett, I have a feeling that that could be said about a lot of teams, and we just don't know it as well because we follow this team so closely. When am I making a video? Probably after the Super Bowl. I don't want to make Seahawks off-season videos until after the Super Bowl, at least. What lineman do I want from the draft? I mean, the one name I have right now is Biadaz out of Wisconsin, the center. Biadaz. Emmett knows how to pronounce his name, I think. I don't, but he's the guy who I kind of like. Oh, defensive line. I haven't scouted the defensive line yet. Well, you're supposed to assassinate her. Shoot her in the head. Yeah, Biadaz. Salwinder, is that true? I don't know if that's true or not. I've never heard that before. Centers in the first round don't go well. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
何なの一体どうなって。
おとなしくしとれ、また襲われるで。
And even if that's true, I don't think that's a good enough reason to not get a good one if you need one. Because my thing is, we need somebody who can start day one. We can't get somebody who's going to be good in a year.
よし、行くで。こっちや。こっちや。おい、危ないから後ろにおれ。見つかったか。問題やな。覚悟せい。ずいぶん探したね。
Yeah, I don't think that's a good enough reason to not take a center in the first round if you like the one who's available. And again, we cannot afford to take some project or some, you know, Hail Mary shot with some 5th round center and saying, hey, we can start day one. Because we cannot go forward with Joey Hunt at center. He's a huge problem. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, thank god. I was about to be very pissed off. There's nothing to say about Antonio Brown at this point. He's not going to be alive too much longer. He obviously just has very bad CTE. I mean, you know, at this point, you can't even say he's just an idiot. Like, there's something medically wrong with him. Do you believe all the hate towards Jimmy Garoppolo is necessary? I mean, it's not necessary. But a quarterback playing in Kyle Shanahan's scheme should probably be better than Garoppolo is. Like, Garoppolo's numbers are decent, but given how good his coaching is, he should probably be putting up, like, elite numbers. He should be putting up Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson type numbers, and he's not. You know, like Russell Wilson is putting up much better numbers than Garoppolo, and he's doing it with Pete Carroll's and Brian Schottenheimer. You know, just shit like that. Be a pain in the butt. Like, if you gave Kyle Shanahan an elite quarterback, like, remember how good Matt Ryan was in 2016? When the year Matt Ryan won MVP, remember how good he was? Like, that's what happens when you pair Kyle Shanahan with, like, a truly great quarterback. Yeah, Cheezer, I talked about that a little bit at the start of this stream. It's pretty unbelievable. God damn it. Yeah, Nick Mullins, people sleep on this. Nick Mullins actually had a pretty badass year for the Niners last year. They didn't win very many games, but Nick Mullins actually did damage last year. People forget that, man. But Garoppolo's fine. He's probably not worth all the money they gave him, but they can easily get out of that contract if they want to. What a power move that would be, by the way, if they actually cut Garoppolo after he wins a Super Bowl. I do not think we should replace Trey Flowers. I think we should maybe get some competition for him, but I don't think we need to replace him. Yeah, CJ Beathard was pretty bad, that's true. I think Beathard might be just a different level of bad. It's kind of like when Andy Reid was coaching Mike McMahon in Philadelphia that one year when McNabb got hurt. And McMahon was so bad, even he couldn't look good with the Andy Reid offense. And I think they had like Ty Detmer play quarterback for them some that year, or Coy Detmer, or something like that. Why would we make a bid on Jalen Ramsey? If we have to spend that kind of money to get good cornerbacks in Seattle, then why is Pete Carroll still here? Like, one of the great advantages to having Pete Carroll as your coach is that he can get good production out of cornerbacks without spending a ton of money on them. Like, what is the point of Pete Carroll if you can't at least save money at cornerback? Or find good cornerback prospects like in the 5th and 6th round. At this point, that might be his only strength. Let some other team make a bid on Ramsey. Yeah, but Diggs was cheap. McDougald was cheap too. I don't want to spend $20 million a year on Jalen Ramsey. Shit. My god, this is so clunky. This gameplay is like, there are parts of this game that I like even the combat is starting to grow on me. This part is unbelievably clunky, like holy shit. Like, even the combat is starting to grow on me a little bit, but this part of the game is just bad. And I know escort missions in most games are bad. This seems like extra bad. I like how they keep turning their back to me to grab her. Like that's gonna solve anything. Yeah, Ramsey in Philadelphia makes a little bit of sense. I could get behind that. But I don't want any part of bidding for Jalen Ramsey. That's too much money. If Pete is who he's supposed to be, then he needs to turn somebody into a good number 2 cornerback. If it's Trey Flowers, if it's somebody else, whoever it may be, but he needs to find that guy in the draft in like the 4th or 5th round. That's what Pete Carroll is supposed to be good at. Yeah, Emmett, I like Blair a lot too, but the thing is, McDougal's a badass, and people don't give McDougal enough credit, in my opinion. McDougal's a badass. So we have 3 good safeties going into next year, which is not such a bad problem to have.
んな余裕。よし行くで。おい、危ないから後ろにおれ。
It is kind of too bad that Blair's growth is going to get stunted by this, but I'll keep McDougal around until he can't cut it anymore.
お前は誠ちゃん、先にその代わりここでお前を確実にぶっ殺す。それからゆっくりと誠ちゃん捕まえて連れて行かせてもらう。
Yeah, Bradley's contract is up either next year or the year after, so let's worry about that in a year. I mean, for some reason, the coaching staff had no faith in Blair to start on defense this year. For some reason, and maybe that reason is because the coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing, but maybe he doesn't really grasp the scheme yet, you know? We'll find out next year, I guess. Yeah, Ron, we talked about Kobe a bunch earlier. Fucking wild, huh? Too bad. I liked Kobe the retiree more than I liked Kobe the player. Kobe the retiree actually seemed like he was doing some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I know, Robert. I think it was because Lano Hill was a veteran. I think they really thought Lano Hill's veteran experience was somehow worth more than Blair being clearly a better and more talented and more potential-laden player. Yeah, Ron, I watched the Blazers game tonight. Kind of pissed me off because I actually bet the Pacers money line, but some games Dame just decides not to fucking miss. But yeah, I watched the Blazers game tonight. Some days you bet on the Blazers to lose, and then Dame and CJ just hit every shot. Yeah, yeah, me and Santi talk about this all the time, but if they could flip Whiteside for, like, Kevin Love, that might be fun. Well, yeah, Ron, the question is, do you want the team to tank, or do you want the team to actually try to make the playoffs and get swept by the Lakers in the first round? That's the question you have to ask yourself. I don't really have any thoughts on Roger Goodell. There's not much to say about him. I think Chris Jones is probably going to stay in Kansas City. But they do have some big contracts, so I could be wrong. Like they're going to have to give Mahomes a lot of money. Tyreek already got a lot of money. This eye patch dude is not smooth with women at all. Yeah, Ron, I didn't watch it. I saw Wilson throw a touchdown to Amari Cooper, and that was it. I don't think Bruce Irvin is the answer to any of our problems. Salwinder.
心配すんな。奴も逃げた。すぐに会えるはずや。
本当に。
ああ。
どうしてこんなことに。
Yeah, I did think about the Amari Cooper thing. In fact, Amari Cooper was somebody that I wanted the Seahawks to consider trading for last year. No, Bruce Irvin played in Carolina this last year. Okay, guys, I'm going to watch this real quick. Hold on, everybody. I got to see what he does here. This is important shit. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh. But yeah, the wide receiver that I would want to add to this team is probably somebody out of the draft. But if we were to get like a free agent wide receiver, I would want it to be somebody like an AJ Green, or maybe somebody like even like Emmanuel Sanders, as much as he is kind of old. I want somebody who can actually make a difference. I don't want some Randall Cobb, Danny Amendola, Alan Lazard type. No, no Randall Cobb. I don't want to hear that name anymore. Randall Cobb is not that much better than Jerron Brown at this point. I would rather just keep Jerron Brown instead of signing Randall Cobb to probably 3 times as much money. Yeah, Santi, I agree. I think Sanders will be re-signed in San Francisco. But my point is, he's somebody who might move the needle. Jalen Reagor, I don't know who that is, Salwinder. I haven't scouted receiver. Is he... He's not the Alabama guy, is he? Yeah. The receiver that's caught my attention so far is KJ Hill and KJ Hamler. But yeah, I do expect the Niners to re-sign Emmanuel Sanders. My point is, I just want somebody who's going to move the needle. And guys like Randall Cobb and Danny Amendola do not move the needle anymore. I think you need to go up to the next level. Oh yeah, Jerry Jeudy's the Alabama guy. One of my friends is an Eagles fan, and he really wants Henry Ruggs. Is Armstead getting re-signed, or... Yeah, I heard Armstead's a free agent, and there's been some debate on actually how good he is. Yeah, Judy's not going to fall to us, I know that. But Ruggs might. Yeah, Santi's a 49ers fan. He's only here because I'm friends with him from another location. I know him from the GameFAQs NBA board, I guess. Dante? Who's Dante? Do we re-sign Jerron Reed? It depends on how much money he wants. Yeah, but I don't think Kittle is a realistic option for the Seahawks, and we can't wait for Kittle anyway. Oh, Fowler Jr. Yeah. I would give Jerron Reed $8 to $10 million, but not a long-term contract. I would want to be able to get out of it quickly if he proves that he's not that guy. Because he did not impress me last year at all. I don't know who would give Jerron Reed a ton of money. He's had one really great season, and last year he really did barely do anything. No, we have at least one other Oregon Duck fan in this chat, Santi, that I know of. That's Good Sports. I don't think I do know that channel. Yeah, there's at least one other Ducks fan in here, I think.
そんなにはないな。それじゃあんまり選択肢はないな。中道通り。新米のホストがスーツ買いに行くような店だ。高級ブランド。贅沢は言わねえ。
I don't look like a Yakuza, I look like a businessman. All I need is a tie, and I'm solid.
それにしてもおめえ。
Yeah, I don't care about what college you played at when the Seahawks draft you. That strikes me as like silly. Oh, okay, I gotta beat the shit out of these guys, I guess. We definitely have a top 5 offense even when there's a moderate bit of health. Yeah, Robert, the other thing about that is, I think there's like a 99% chance that Amari Cooper stays in Dallas. I would be shocked if he left Dallas. My least favorite fans are still Saints fans. Those guys are terrible. Saints fans are fucking garbage, man. Yeah, Salwinder, they did, but the cap is getting bigger and bigger every year. It's not just a matter of they took a lot of money, so there's no money left. I mean, remember, we are saving a lot of money at some positions too. Like, we're saving a lot of money on the offensive line. We're saving a lot of money with some of the, you know, the fact that a lot of our secondary players are on cheap contracts. Yeah, Robert, I mentioned Emmanuel Sanders a little earlier. I don't think he's going to be an option, but he's a guy who kind of moves the needle.
うるせえな。バカ、おめえ、なんでダメなんだ。これじゃあスーツの自己主張が激しすぎて、着こなすにはセンスだけじゃなくて手間も必要だ。
Yeah, Jody Allen.
めんどくせえ。それじゃあ、これはどうだ。色は落ち着いて。さっきの柄も。よし。
Oh, I like it. I love it. Yeah, Go Hawks 27. I could get behind that. Jeff Bezos, the owner. I could totally get behind that. I would like that. Well, Mike Evans does have a great QB in terms of putting up big stats. He's just not a great QB in terms of risk versus reward. I do not have Insta, Salwinder. So, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know if anybody in this chat would have any interest in... But if I made a second YouTube channel and tried to do like a poker vlog, would anybody here have any interest in that? I wouldn't do it on this channel. I would start a separate channel, of course. But if I started doing that, would anybody here have any interest in that? I was thinking about it. A lot of people who play small stakes poker do poker vlogs. Santi, that is possible. I will do Mariners videos. But I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon.
Eh? What? Oda ni wa fuku o nanto ka shiro to iwareta dake da. Sokka. Nani itten da? Ha? Hana kara ore Nanda?
Alright, I'll think about it. I mean, it takes effort to do a poker vlog, but it might be fun. And also, I don't play that much. So it wouldn't be that hard. I've been playing for a few years now. I study a lot. Yeah, that's true. Bezos could spend all the money you could ever want. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Jody Allen. I don't know how to feel about her. She seems to do all right, but I don't know if she's going to be able to make tough decisions as a owner needs to. I don't know if she's going to be able to make a tough decision to fire somebody or let somebody go if it comes time to do it. Uh-huh. Well, John Snyder might... I don't think John Snyder would ever fire Pete Carroll. I think it would have to be the owner who would fire Pete Carroll. I don't think Schneider would ever make that call, just as an example. Okay, so there's no casino when you're playing as Kiru. Another reason to not like him. Yeah, McKinnon's probably never going to play football again, right, Santi? Thoughts on the Rockets? I don't like them. I really think the Westbrook thing is kind of blown up in their face. I can't stand Westbrook. He sucks so much. What's the difference between GM and owner? Owner is the billionaire who literally owns the team. GM actually makes like player decisions. Like usually the owner doesn't know anything about football. Like Paul Allen didn't really know very much about football. I like the Rockets. I think the Rockets actually, and I know why they did it, they would have been better off keeping CP3. Yeah, Jerry Jones is the owner and sometimes has acted as the GM, but Jerry Jones doesn't know that much about football, which is why the Cowboys haven't really been successful in 25 years. I think over the last 25 seasons, the Cowboys' record has been 500. Like, the owner is just there to count the money. Like, Bob Kraft doesn't know anything about football.
そいつが年の割に世間知らずの資産家でね、どうもたちの悪い戦友屋に目つけられたらしい。戦友屋
Yeah, I kind of like the way the Dolphins are going, but they really could have benefited if they had just lost out and gotten Joe Burrow. I think sometimes you just gotta lose a couple games to help the future.
ああ、よく借金のけどこいつを競り落とすとその戦友屋が力湧いてくるんだよ。で
Thoughts on Mike McCarthy? I like him. He's not great, but I think he's going to improve that team a little bit. I like it.
ビルの買い手にデタラメ。本当はそこ。そういうこと。戦友屋をせしめた立ち退き料。それじゃあ。いや、そうはいかないんだ。か弱いビルの住人たちは法律。
Yeah, I'm worried about what Jody Allen will end up bringing to this franchise. But my thing is, if it comes time to make a tough decision, is she the one who's going to be able to make it? I don't think the Rams are going to be very improved because they don't have any money, but I think they're still going to be a decent team. Yeah, the home record thing is weird, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how to capture what it is that we're not doing that it causes us to lose at home. I don't even have a good theory. Best I can say is weather. The only thing I can say is that we suck at home is because the weather is bad here a lot.
Yoshi, この場所なら問題ないだろう。仕事の話をするのにおあつらい向きだ。
Thoughts on Booger McFarland? I mean, I guess he's kind of funny. Seahawks snow game, we'd probably be pretty bad in it. We've never really been successful in bad weather games before, but might be fun. What do you think of the Panthers Super Bowl season? I mean, that was a while ago. Yeah, the DeBartolos, weren't they like mafia or something, Ron? The Bartolos, DeBartolos, or whatever their names were. I mean, Booger McFarland is definitely bad at his job, but he's kind of funny. Joe, Buck, and Freightman are pretty bad too. Yeah, they're not my favorite. I mean, most announcers are bad, let's be real. I mean, how many announcers would you consider to be good?
立ち退き料の要求はありましたか？
まだです。できれば私も年寄りですし、怖く。
もちろん
Yeah,
です。
Romo's a pretty good announcer, but that might be the one guy. I think Collinsworth is fine, and Al Michaels, but they're
早
getting
い
old
とこ済
too.
ませたいですし。
500万勝手に居座ってるだけのやつにか。
Charles Davis mispronounces a lot of names, I feel
それは
like.
まあ
I could be wrong. I
安
could
く
be
済め
thinking
ば
of
それ
somebody
に越し
else.
たことはないですけど。
もともとあんたがそいつに金出す。
おい、
その辻って男、
お察しします。でもご安心ください。うちの気流はヤクザを
I think it's
扱う
actually
エキ
Rondé
スパート
Barber
です
who
から。
mispronounces a lot of names.
あ、
ヤクザのエキスパート。
Rondé Barber is pretty bad.
いやー、こいつはなんて時々ヤクザになりきっちゃあ越に言ってるんですよ。な、
あ
ま、立ち退き料はできるだけ安く済ます。
それじゃあ頼めますか？
いつも山井さんにはお世話になってます。
本当ですか？
で、も、
天下一通り。
わかりました。あとは我
Oh
々
yeah,
にお
Chris
任せください。
Myers and Daryl Johnston, they're pretty forgettable. I don't know, guys. It's just so nerve-wracking to have a team that plays every game close. Like, even when we win, like every game, it just comes down to the last couple minutes. It's really, really, I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting a team in the near future that can blow teams out again. So it's not, the margins aren't so thin. Like, we won 11 games this year. We could have easily won 6 with almost no
専
change
用
to
屋
the
のバ
way
ッ
the
グには
team
ヤクザ
played.
がついてんだろ。
So I'm just thinking about it in broad strokes.
そこは俺の腕の見せ所だな。
なんだ。
ひとっ走り。
あ、
相手が専用屋にしても手ぶらで交渉。菓子折り買ったら杉田ビルの前に来てくれ。俺は先に行って待ってるから。それじゃ。
ああ。
Yeah, I mean, it would just be nice to get back to a team that isn't just, like, the difference between winning and losing isn't just one play every game. And I don't know if it's going to happen with this particular philosophy. Pick it up, pick it up. How did that not do damage to him? Yeah, Ghost Gaming. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we need to get back to. Okay, let's see if this guy has anything useful.
Hey, boy! Oh, boy!
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why it could get better, but it's. I just don't know how likely it is that it's going to happen. There are a lot of little problems that could help address it, but
いらっしゃいませ。
yeah, but we didn't ghost gaming, you know? What about Fortnite? I do not play Battle Royale games, Nick. It's not really my thing. I like single-player games. I don't really like to play online. No, no. But I mean, it's not even just about like one game where it didn't happen. It's about game after game after game. Like, we had one blowout win last year. And the only reason why that game was a blowout was because the Cardinals kept missing field goals. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if Greg Zuerlein makes the field goal against us in Week 5, would we miss the playoffs and the Rams would get in? Maybe we would have gotten in over the Vikings because we did beat the Vikings, but you know, that's how thin the margins was. Like, I don't know. Just thinking about it kind of pisses me off.
いらっしゃいませ。
See, this is the shit in this game that's also just really fucking annoying. Like, I actually have to go from store to store to find something. Just tell me where the fuck I'm supposed to buy it from. I don't... Yeah, Austin Hooper's out there. Austin Hooper is an interesting option. He is going to be expensive, but he's also immediately going to be a big time impact player. Okay. It's just, you know, we don't have infinite money, and we definitely need to address some of the issues that we're having on the lines. Like, we need to bring in new linemen on both sides of the ball, and I think the rest is secondary to that. Kyle Rudolph in a trade? I mean, how much would we have to give up to get Kyle Rudolph in a trade?
おい。いや。いや。
Yeah, DJ Fluker is not good, but he's not completely awful. But I would like to replace him.
Nani? Nani?
I think that's more. I think addressing the lines is more important than addressing things like tight end. So I gotta go all the way north. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, Kyle Rudolph. He did have some nice games at the end of the season. And it seems like he's a good all-around tight end. Like, he's a pretty good blocker. He's a pretty good pass catcher. The thing is, we can't address all of our problems through the draft. We are going to have to bring in some free agents. Like, we can't draft a whole bunch of rookies and then assume that they're all going to be ready for week 1. That's not going to happen. Yeah, that's another thing. The Niners picked really high in the draft a lot. The Seahawks have not had a high pick in a long time. And honestly, we always pick so low, we can't even really trade up super high even if we wanted to. Whoa, can I steal this car? No, can't do it. Like, in my opinion, the best thing that we can do is get veteran defensive linemen and rookies along the offensive line. I think that's how I would attack things. And then maybe you would pad things out from there, but that's kind of the general concept that I like. The Niners didn't tank in 2018. They won some games at the end of the year, and they almost won a couple others. They kind of got screwed against the Packers. They almost beat the Bears. I don't think they really tanked in that season that much. All right, let's fuck around in the batting center for a little bit. Yeah, well, Nick Mullins is good. Nick Mullins had a good year last year. Beathard's the guy who's bad. Dude, this minigame is so janky. Like, the ball goes there wherever you aim it, the ball goes by default. As long as you make contact. No, I did not watch the Pro Bowl. Why would I do that, man? I was watching basketball. I had money riding on the Clippers and the Raptors. That's more important than the Pro Bowl. Come on, guys. Priorities, people. Well, what kind of terrible contracts could we take on, Emmett? Like, a lot of those contracts have easy outs after a year or two. Are you talking about Alec Ogletree, Emmett? Man, I thought I was doing pretty good and I only got a C? Nick Mullins should get the opportunity to start somewhere else at some point, I think. Oh, Jets. Are you talking about CJ Mosley? I mean, again, it's just not that hard to get out of these contracts. So teams aren't usually willing to give up draft capital for it. Unless it's somebody like Le'Veon Bell, where the dude is just a complete bum and has a contract that's hard to get out of. And I don't know if any draft pick you could get is worth trading for Le'Veon Bell. Do I think Minshew is good? I kind of do. Smash that. Like, there's no draft capital I would be willing to take on Le'Veon Bell. Like, to hell with that. Carson Wentz. Nick Foles is not good. Nick Foles sucks. Carson Wentz is really good, I think. He has flaws, but he's not a bad player at all. Yeah, I heard about Kobe's death, of course, man. the worst Super Bowl winning quarterback. I mean, how could it... I mean, I think Trent Dilfer had more interceptions than touchdowns that season, so who else could it be? Well, Minshew's going to start next year, isn't he? Because they're getting rid of Foles. So Minshew's going to get a chance. I guess I would take Minshew because he was able to succeed in a bad offensive system. Mullins succeeded, but he succeeded with Shanahan. It's a little different.
ここに戦友屋が居座っているってわけか。
ああ、それじゃ行くぞ。
ああ。
この部屋だ。すみません。辻さんいます？山野井さんの代理で参りました。立花不動産のもんですがね。
立花不動産？
あとこれつまらないものですけど。
おい、勝手に何すんだ。
Yeah, the division is going to be freaking brutal next year. I'm not looking forward to it at all. It's going to suck.
あなた、
立ち退く？
そうは言ってもね。それをあんたがいつまでも。
民法300。
はい。
あんたも不動産屋なら勉強しな。たとえ抵当権が設定された不動産でも。要するに俺は法律。
固いこと言わないでくださいよ。
あのな、俺はここが気に入ってんだよ。
立ち退き料目当ての戦友屋がよく言う
な。なんだよ戦友屋って。
ねえ辻さん、茶番は。
そんなもんそっちの都合だろ。ヤクザ？
だからそんな猿芝居はいらねえってんだよ。
なんだと。
あんたごときにオーナーは出てこねえよ。
あんま調子に乗んなよ。不動産や風情が。
Yeah, it's going to be tough for us to win the division next year. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But maybe that's what it takes to get real change happening around here, you know? I mean, and maybe it would be worth it. But if wasting seasons with a franchise quarterback is just so bad. I mean, is Garoppolo really that much better than Trubisky? I don't know if he is. He's probably a little better, but not a lot better.
仕事ってのは使い分けが大事なんだよ。だいたいあの辻って戦友屋は
本物の交渉相手。
I mean, Goff always lights up the Seahawks, it seems like.
金が目当てなんだからよ。お互いぶっちゃけたら。
なんだこいつら。
眠いね、桐生君。
おたくらが立花不動産。
あんた。
おたくらの味方。
ええ。
それ、うち。
なるほど。
話が入る。そうだな。700万ってところ
が。ほんの少し部屋に居座っただけで700万。
楽して儲けてんのはお互い様だろ。今時の不動産屋は売れてで暴れ。
Mariota or Trubisky? Probably Trubisky.
だからってあんたらに払う金はないよ。
へ
え。もちろん力ずくでだよ。ね、桐生君。
小田。
まあね。
いや。
素人。300万。
Yeah. I mean, Garoppolo, like, really, like, there was a point in that Packers game when Shanahan just decided, I'm not going to let Trubisky, I'm not going to let Garoppolo throw the ball anymore. There's a reason why he decides to do something like that.
てめえらその面
お前ら
登場か
太平あいつの組
うちを敵に回したこと
河村町には星の数ほどヤクザの組があるのによ。もっとも俺らが殻の一粒を戦友やらずし
ははい
まだそのビルに居座るつもりなら
いや
あんたの後ろ盾は見ての通りだよ。
いえめっそうもない
I don't remember that about Trubisky. That's funny.
それじゃ今夜中にあの部屋出てってね。明日の朝までいたら
今夜
I forgot Walter Payton is dead. I forgot that until just now.
俺のじゃない。ま、最初の仕事にしては。
俺が極道になったのはそんな先のそれよりこの後はどうする
ああ問題の戦友屋は追い出した。それが済んだら
セレナ
ただの小さな区安心しな。今度は仕事
案外気前がいいんだな。
まあね。あのじいさんマイボールでボーリングする
マッハボールか。
それじゃ
Are you kind of concerned with the health of Rashad Penny and Chris Carson? I mean, kind of. A little bit, but like Carson's injury seemed fluky, and Penny's injury seemed like it might have been as well. I'm not terrified that they're made of glass all of a sudden. I mean, Carson's one of the tougher players in the league. I have problems with Carson's game, but I would certainly say that he's one of the toughest guys in the league. I'm not going to freak out because he had one injury.
いやそれ自分の物件なんてもうほとんど残ってまったくだ。しかし山の井さえいなくなればまあそうなるな。おっとてめえまあまあいいじゃねえか。それに俺って器が広いからよ。怖い顔した兄ちゃんだな。じゃあなもう二度と俺の前に立つんじゃねえぞ。はい。
Right, I forgot about that, Ron. Yeah, of course AB has CTE. It's pretty darn obvious. Like the stuff he's doing doesn't make any sense.
片付きましたか。
ああそんなことより大丈夫か。病院
いえ大丈夫です。
分かった。
すみませんね。ありがとうございました。戦友屋の件も。
いや、それ。
ええ、おかげさまで大した傷じゃないですよ。あいてててて。
しかし、一体どうしたというんだ。
実は
あんたを潰そうとしている連中、もしかして娯楽王とかなんとかいうやつらか。
え、
さっき向かう途中。
そう。
一体何なんだあの娯楽王ってのは。
娯楽王、パチンコ経営をはじめとした娯楽産。
ファイブ。
今カムロ町で最も多い娯楽王の他にも風俗王その圧倒的な資金力と。
そんな奴らがいたのか。
彼ら5人はカムロ町を5つのエリアに分け、それぞれを自分のものにしようとしています。うちに目をつけている娯楽王はその中の一つ。私も多少ですがこの辺りの有力な物件を所有していますから、娯楽王はそれを狙って私を。
なるほどな。奴らの狙いはあんた自身ではなく、
つまるところ金儲けです。マネーゲームを楽しむ
Jerry
ため
Judy
で
is
す。
going to be a top 10 pick, probably.
現在の異常なまでの景気で物件や土地は転がせば転がすだけ金が儲かる。まさに彼らはゲームで大いに。
物件を駒扱いか。
もちろんだが彼らのマネーゲームに巻き込まれて悲惨な目にあった。この異常な景気で日本。その時カムロ町はこのままマネーゲーム、私も長くそのために抗ってきたんですが。
そう言わずに。
もちろん私もカムロ町を。だが5ビリオネアには
くそ。
I would expect Jerry Judy to be a top 10 pick, unless there's no demand for wide receivers or something.
一つだけ
But I can't believe that's
方法
going
が
to
あ
be
り
the
ます。
case.
なんだ。
桐生さん、
何。
あなたには奴らに対抗できるワン戦友屋の件も。そんなあなたがこの事務所を継いでくれれば。
何言ってんだ。
誰でも最初はそうです。それにこの別に失敗しても構いません。
しかし
なかなか桐生さんほどの男はいないと思うがね。それに私はあなたを信頼しているんですよ。あなたが思っている以上に。
なぜだ。
桐生さん、
え。
あなたは風間さんが経営する施設の出だそうですね。そして堂島組の若衆と。
あんた
誰か信頼できるに。
立花か。
Combine, isn't the combine in March?
くれぐれも内密にと。
Okay, February?
念を押さ
Okay,
れた
cool.
上で。
ということはつまり。
え
あんた
昔ちょっとね。
I think the
そんな
draft is
風
in
間さんを
April.
慕う昔の仮にそっくりの、お願いできませんか。
わかった。ただ
もちろん。
I'm really interested to see which receivers run a fast 40 time, you know, because whenever I'm looking for a receiver, especially right now with this team, I want the next Deshaun Jackson type, somebody who has a great deep threat. Yeah, Ruggs is probably going to be a first rounder though, right, Emmett? Alright guys, I think I'm done for tonight. I might stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure. And in the next couple days, I'll be out. So see everybody later. Go Hawks. Have a good night.